Yo, what's up guys, I'm back, got a video for you guys. This time we have another tier list. Now obviously this is following on from my overpowered series that I've been doing. Now this is going to be the centre backs. Now centre back is a position which is very important, especially on a FIFA pitch, because a lot of the time it does go near to your centre backs when they're attacking, so you do need to have a really good and overpowered centre backs. So, if you do enjoy the video, please do like and subscribe. 98% of people that watch my videos are not subscribed, so if you could, that would mean a lot to me. Anyway, first player, so William Saliba first. Obviously, this year he's had Anticipate added on to him as a playstyle plus, which is just stupidly good. Obviously, got Jockey as well. 6'4", he's fast, he can defend, he's really physically good. Obviously, agility is not really the best, but where his stature, it doesn't really particularly matter. Obviously, William Saliba is going to be an S tier card for me. He's Prem, he's Arsenal, he's got French links as well. There's not really too much more you can ask for about the card. Next up is Kim Min-jae. Now, 3-star weak foot is not a bad start, not amazing. You do want a 4 or 5 star to be able to play it out from the back well. But pace split's nice on him. He's not really too slow on the acceleration side of things, which will be good for the start of the year. Obviously, really strong card. Defensively, he's really good. Got the intercept as well as a playstyle aerial, which could be nice. But doesn't have any Anticipate, and I feel like a lot of people will say it's a little bit slow after a couple of weeks, so I don't really feel like it's going to be one of the most overpowered. But in terms of Bundesliga, there's not that much choice, so for me, I'm going to put him into the B tier category. He's still going to be a good and usable card for the first couple of weeks, but after a while, I feel like he will become quite outdated. Next on this is going to be Mickey van der Ven. Now, although playstyle wise he's not really the best in terms of only having block and slide, he has still got 88 pace. Now, I know it's a little bit overlooked because in pace has turned like a massive curve over the last couple of years where it's literally every card is insanely fast. But still, a Prem card, he's Dutch, obviously 88 pace, good defending as well. Physical, again, is quite good with that 84 strength. It's a very solid card and a very good card for the start of the year. Obviously, I'm going to put him into the A tier. He's going to be a very expensive card. I don't imagine him being below 50k at the start. But with that being said, obviously, you do pay for what you get. He's going to be insanely fast and really annoying for your opponent's strikers. Now, next up is an old schooler. He's always been very consistent every single year at the start. He's always got good pace, decent defending as well. But this year, I don't particularly like him as well. Obviously, he's still OP because he's got that pace and obviously a little bit of defending on him as well. But the one playstyle being rapid as well, it could be usable to get him back when obviously the people are outpacing him. But no defensive playstyles. Obviously got a 3-star weak foot as well. He's not as good as he used to be since the playstyles have been added into the game. I am going to put Klosterman in the D tier category. Obviously, he'll still be good for the first week or two, but I feel like he will be outdated quite fast. Now, next up is Todibo. Now, although he has a 2-star weak foot, which is a very big cause of concern, he does have 3 really nice defensive playstyles in long ball, in jockey, and Anticipate. Now, long ball obviously is going to be really good. If you get pressed out high, you can definitely send that ball right over the top to your wingers or your strikers, stuff like that. Pace split's not really the best. I don't really like low acceleration. That really does annoy me at times, but obviously defensively he's okay. Again, agility wise he is 6'3", so you do need to be careful of that. But overall, he's French, he's Prem, he can get some good links on him. Obviously, Anticipate is going to be a big factor to help him out on that defending. I'm going to put him into the C tier. I think he's a little bit better than Klosterman overall, purely because of playstyle-wise, but stats, they are very similar. Virgil van Dijk is next, and obviously, we all know how good Van Dijk is every year. He's got aerial plus like normal. We don't know how good that's going to be yet. The aerial method, I'm hoping not good, because last year it was so annoying. Jockey is really annoying to have on this card. Obviously, Jockey is so good, especially when you're trying to transition into full speed, which obviously he can get in very fast. I don't like the pace split, but he's so fast when he gets going. Got Anticipate as well. Long ball, like I mentioned, on Todibo. Honestly, really good overpower card. I'm going to put him as an S tier. I think that's pretty obvious. He's going to be very annoying to play against, and especially if you have him in the first month or so, he's going to be a really big force to try and deal with. Next up is Jules Koundé. Now, a 3-star weak foot on him isn't great, like I've mentioned so many times. I really do like Jockey Plus. It's always been one of my favourite playstyle pluses in terms of defending. Obviously, I prefer like an Anticipate, but in terms of ones that are actually relatively non-broken, Jockey is really good to transition. Obviously, especially as he's a little small card as well for centre-back, he's going to be very fast to transition. Great defending as well. Agility is good. Obviously, like I just mentioned, it's going to be a little bit harder because he is 5'11". If you are against like a Haaland or something like that, and corners are really good this year. But with that being said, as an actual centre-back, he's really fast, good at defending. Physical's okay in itself. I'm going to put Koundé into the S tier. I still think he's a really good centre-back, great links as well. And obviously that Jockey Plus, it will be really good this year. Josko Gvardiol is up next. Now, he does have the 4-star weak foot, which I really do like, and also does have 2 nice passing playstyles to get out from the back in long ball and also ping. I like the both of them. Jockey, like I mentioned just then, is really good on block. We're not too sure on how good it'll be this year. If it's anything like last year, it's not really going to be that effective. But if it is, that could be a really good attribute to have on Gavardio. Obviously, nice pace as well. Agility's not really the best, but defensively is good. Strength's good. He's a very consistent card. Obviously, being Prem as well is really, really nice. And I see him being like 40 to 50k at the start of the game, so it's actually not that expensive. I'm going to put him into the same tier as Kim and Jay. I'm going to put him into the B tier. I do think he's a good card, definitely a usable card. I just don't quite think he's to the level of some of the others. Next up is Schlotterbeck. Now, 2-star weak foot is not a great start. Obviously, he does have the long ball pass as well, so you will need to keep that to the left foot only, because otherwise you're going to cause issues when you're defending. Jockey's nice, Anticipate is really nice. Obviously got a very nice pace split. Now defensively, really good. Same with the strength as well. The only thing that's not really amazing is that agility along with the 2-star weak foot. But he is going to be a really nice card. Obviously, Bundesliga doesn't have much choice in him, and he's definitely the standout man out of all of them. If Slide Plus is good as well, that could be even better for him. But with that being said, I think he's an A tier card personally. Definitely a good usable card as well. That Anticipate makes up for it massively. But with that being said, you just need to be careful of that 2-star weak foot. Next up is going to be Ignacio. Now, obviously, like I just mentioned, 2-star weak foot is not a great start, but does have ping pass, long pass as well, which are both really nice. Again, with intercept and obviously aerial as well, for nice playstyles to have on a centre back. Now, being 6'1", he's not the tallest, which is really nice because then he's got actually quite good agility with it. Really nice pace, but defending is okay. He's not really the best all-rounder card. He's just a little bit of a budget saver, obviously being Liga NOS as well. I don't see him being that expensive. So, for me, I'm going to put Ignacio into the C tier category. I do think he's better than the likes of Klossman overall because of playstyles and stuff like that. But you just need to be careful at 2-star weak foot, like I've already mentioned. Next up we have Joe Gomez. Now, 3-star weak foot's a little bit better. It's still not amazing to be honest, but on playstyle wise, I don't really like it. He's got long throw, which I think is really, really mid, and obviously block as well, which we don't know how good it's going to be this year. Pace split, again, not really amazing. Defensively, he's okay. He's just a little bit of a cheaper Prem alternative. I would actually, if you gave me the choice of him or Todibo, 100 times I have 100 choose Todibo. But if you do want to use a Liverpool team or anything like that, it's actually not a bad card overall. Obviously, he's quite fast. I'm still going to put him into the D tier category though. He's not really amazing with the playstyles and the agility, but overall, he's a little bit of a nice budget saver. Next up is going to be Kasunu. Now, this is actually a very, very similar card to Joe Gomez. Obviously, same weak foot. He's got the same with block and only being block as a playstyle. I'm not even going to count the fact that Joe Gomez has a long throw. Pace split, again, is very, very similar to each other. Now, different to them, obviously, Kasunu's got a little bit more defending overall, which is not bad because in the Serie A, he's not got that many stacked defenders. But like I mentioned, he's not really the best of cards. 3-star weak foot, lack of playstyles, pace split, agility. He's not going to be a bad card, don't get me wrong, but he's going to be one of them cards I don't see you using for that long. So unfortunately, again, just like Joe Gomez, he is going to the D tier category in my opinion. So next up is going to be Nathan Ake. Now, 3-star weaver's not great on the card again. Stats wise, obviously nice pace split. Obviously agility wise, he's not really the best. Considering he is only 5'11", you would expect him to have about 80 agility. Now, I'm not actually too sure why he doesn't, because in real life he's actually quite agile. Defensively, he's quite good now. The one main standout factor to Ake, which I don't like, except from obviously he's a little bit weaker and a little bit smaller for standout, is the fact he's got no playstyles at all. So for that, I'm still going to put him into the B tier category. It's a very, very low B tier. It could be possibly C. But I do think he's a little bit better because obviously he's got that nice defending. But with the lack of playstyles on a playstyle-based game, I don't really think it could be that usable of a card. So, next is going to be Fikayo Tomori. Obviously, he's got the 4-star weave, which is a great start. He's got long ball as well, which means he can ping on both feet. Anticipate is so nice, especially for a guy this fast. You don't see that very often, which I think is really, really good. Block plus, again, like I mentioned with Gavardio, we're not too sure on how good it will be yet, but I have a feeling it actually might be quite decent. It depends on the defensive awareness, I reckon. But pace is obviously amazing. Really good Serie A centre back, one of the best going. Agility is good as well. For me, Tomori is an S tier card. Really good links, obviously being English and Serie A. Really fast card, got Anticipate. There's not really too much going wrong with the card, which I do particularly like about him. Next on the list is going to be Bastoni. Now, 3-star Weaver's not a great start for the card. Playstyle wise, I think it's really good. Intercept is really nice. Anticipate is nice. Long ball, pinged, and jockey. I really do like the playstyles on him. Now, the pace for me is not really great. I wish he had like 75, 79 or something like that, which would be literally perfect. be really good. Obviously, defending wise, he's really good. One of the best centre backs in the game for defending. Agility, though, he's not really the best at twisting and turning. And again, strength is decent in itself. Now, Bastoni is a very, very fringe player. Do I put him in the S tier or A? I think I'm only just about going to put him into the A tier. Now, if I was to redo this, maybe I'll put him into the S tier. I'm not too sure. I really do like his playstyles. I just think there's better cards on the S tier than him overall. Next one is going to be Rudiger. Now, 3-star Weaver, like I've mentioned so many times, probably getting bored of it. It's not really the best. Jockey is really nice on him. Ariel, again, is really nice. Now, Bruiser, I feel it's going to be really good this year. Obviously, he's got great strength at 91. He's going to be able to bully a lot of people that are trying to go through on goal against him. Obviously, he's got very bad acceleration, obviously very bad agility. So if you are going to get caught in behind, if you're playing a high line, I wouldn't really recommend using Rudiger. But in terms of just a normal deep centre back, he's got great sprint speed, great strength, great defending. I am going to put him into S tier. He's still a really, really good usable card overall. I just wish he had to anticipate to go with it, and it'd be an absolutely incredible card. Next is one of his mates is Militao. Obviously, 3-star Weaver, not great. Long ball pass is nice. Intercept is nice. Aerial is nice as well. Now, we all know how good Militao is. He's very, very OP every year because he's so stupidly fast. And again, same this year. He's got a decent bit of agility as well. Obviously, defending, he is really, really good. Strength, he's a little bit on the weaker side of things. And I know he's 6'1", so it don't particularly matter. But I just wish he was a little bit on the stronger side of things and he'd be even more OP and I'd anticipate. But beggars can't be choosers. Militao is still stupidly good and very, very OP. So for me, I'm going to put Militao in the S tier category. I think that's pretty obvious. Real Madrid have got some of the most stacked back line in the game. Obviously, Rudiger and Militao together with Mendy is just an absolute joke to have. Next up is going to be Manu Akanji. Now, 4-star Weaver was a great start for him. Now, I'm so upset about EA for this. They've gave Akanji no playstyles at all. Now, on card stats, this is a very nice, consistent card. Obviously, he's got really good pace split, really good defending, really good physicals as well. Now, if he even had just like maybe a jockey or maybe like a long ball, just like 1 or 2 playstyles, not even that amazing ones, just simple good ones, I would honestly think this card's amazing, but as a budget centre-back, I think he's actually going to be quite good. I'm still going to put him as the A tier, because I'm not too sure how useful playstyles are going to be. Obviously, they're going to be quite... We all know how good playstyles are from last year, but I'm just going off the fact that he's still got a really nice card overall, a very consistent card for the start of the game. Next, we have Ibanez. Now, really, really fast card every single year. This guy's really incredibly fast. Now, defending, obviously, he's got intercept with 85 interception, which I think is really, really good overall. Obviously, he's very, very bad at short passing. I think that was his main downfall last year. He's really, really bad at passing, and obviously, he's a little bit on the unagile side of things. But if slide plus is good, that could be really, really effective on him. Obviously, really fast, so he'll be able to catch up to pretty much anyone. But with that 2-star Weaver with the passing, you do need to be majorly careful. I'm still going to put him into the C tier category. He's a little bit better than the ones below him, but overall, you just can't trust that passing at all. Next up for me is going to be Upamecano. Now, 3-star Weaver, just like a lot of the cards on this list. Ping pass is really nice. I like that to get out from the back. Obviously, we all know Upamecano. He's got Bruiser. He's got 87 strength. He's going to be a very, very dominant card in terms of the strength factor. But he's a little bit unagile, a little bit low on the pace split side of things. But he does have 84 stand tackle, which is very, very nice to start the game. If he had anticipated with it, it would be even better. But I am going to put him into the C tier category. He is a little bit better than like the Joe Gomez and that. But I just wish he had a little bit more here and there to make him somewhat better. Next is going to be Marquinhos. Now, 3-star Weaver, not great. Playstyle wise though, got intercept, got anticipate, got jockey, got aerial and power header. Now, although he's only 6 foot tall, that aerial is going to come in clutch against like the Haaland and stuff like that. Now, agility wise, just like most of these other centre back, he's not really the greatest of agility, but he's one of, if not the best, no, probably second best defender on the list, because I think Van Dijk's going to be a little bit better overall. But he's got anticipate, obviously got 90 defensive awareness with 89 strength as well. He's very, very solid card overall. Obviously, he's not slow as well. He's going to be a very, very consistently good card. Probably one of the only good league on centre-backs. So for me, I'm going to put him into the S tier category. I think that's pretty obvious. But if it wasn't, I do think it's going to be a really nice card overall. Now, next one is going to be St. Just. Now, this guy is an absolute speed through the back. 93 pace as a centre-back is an absolute joke. Obviously, he's got intercept, long ball, quick step as well, which is stupid to add on top of it. And aerial as well. Now, although the card itself is not bad, the only thing I really don't like is the fact he's so weak as a centre-back. He's got 74 strength, which is just going to get pushed over by most people, especially since a lot of the starter cards are women. It's just going to be so stupid because a lot of them have juice strength. So it's going to be like 90 versus 74. He's going to get bullied every time. But he's an absolute speedster. I'm still going to put him into the D tier category. But overall, if you do just want a pace abusing centre back, have him and Van der Ven together. Obviously, they're going to get a link. And it's just going to be so stupid to play against. Now, next is going to be Bremer. Now, if you look at this Bremer card on base stats, he reminds me very much of another Brazilian centre-back that's also very OP this year, and it's Militao. I know he's a little bit slower and got a little bit more on the physicality side of things, but overall, they're very similar heights, very similar pace. Playstyles are not even that far apart either. Neither of them have Anticipate, which I wish one of them did. Pace split is okay on him. Obviously, he's a little bit on the unagile side, but really good defensively. 89 strength as well with Bruiser. I am obviously going to put Bremer into the S tier. He's going to be a very nice centre-back overall. Obviously, it's going to be a very big debate between him and Tomori, who's going to be the best centre-back in the Serie A. Next one's going to be Reynaldo. Now, 3-star weave was not a great start. Now, if you actually look at the card itself, it is primarily going to be a left-back card, hence why he's as fast as he is. Now, defensively, he's not really the best. It's a little bit average in terms of 78 defending, 79 physical. And again, a little bit on the weak side, which I'm hoping the Bruiser does make up for if you do use him. But he does have Intercept, which is very nice. Obviously, it's nice to have a few playstyles on the card. I am going to put him into the D tier category. I still don't think he's amazing. I think the defending's a little bit too low to be putting him any higher in that. But if you do want a budget La Liga card, he's definitely probably a go-to. So last but not least is going to be Araujo. Now, 3-star weave, I'm not even going to say it, but not really the best. Overall on playstyles I do like, he's got Anticipate, he's got Jockey, Block Plus could be good this year, Slide as well. Now, on the stats of it, he's got a little bit of a bad pace split. I wish he had more like 80 acceleration, which would be really nice. Obviously, very unagile with 56 agility, so you do need to be careful of that when you're going up against these fast, agile strikers. Overall, it's a very nice, consistent card, a really good strength. Defensively, he's really good, especially with the Anticipate. I'm going to put Araujo maybe a little bit harsh into the A tier. He could definitely have contention of being into the S tier. I just don't quite think he's up to the level of some of the other cards on that list. But that's all for my video. As always, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please do subscribe. It generally does mean a lot to my channel. Now, if you want to see any different types of videos, please do let me know down in the comments down below. Obviously, I'll try and get around to respond to them as best as possible. But I've got nothing more to say, so I'll see you in the next video, and peace out, guys.